Hey, what is up, awesome people? Shady Wags here. And so recently I've had quite a few deliveries that have shown up on my doorstep. These are all building block sets, and I'm going to be building them here in the coming months. And some of them are pretty big. I'm going to be doing a big Star Wars ship build and a train set. So if you're not subscribed and that's something you want to see, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Today I'm going to be building something a little smaller. I've got these action figure builds here. I have a Darth Vader and a Stormtrooper. And you can see here that Darth Vader, his instructions are polybagged inside. I think he kind of looks like a big version of a Happy Meal toy. The Stormtrooper, oddly, his instructions are on the outside of the bag, but no indication of manufacturer on either one. I think I'm just going to put the Stormtrooper off to the side for now, and we're going to work on McVader here today. First, let's jump over to Lego.com, and we can see here that Lego Darth Vader buildable figure is retired. Now, there are two versions of the buildable Vader, the New Hope version, and the other version is a Return to the Jedi version. And both of those are retired. I searched the internet and kind of tried to get an idea how much it would cost to get a boxed official Lego brand one of these. And the price through dealers is just all over the place. I saw him from anywhere like $100 to $300. And honestly, I think most of those were these knockoff versions. Now, I did find some on Amazon, and it looks like the price is going to be about $80 to $120. The knockoff version here I bought cost me $8, and that included shipping. Let's go ahead and open him up, and we'll see what we got to work with here. Now, not very many pieces. This is a 160 piece build. Shouldn't take very long. And you can see that it's a technical build. We're not going to be working with many blocks here. This is going to be more connectors and rods. Hopefully, this $8 McDonald's Happy Meal Vader is going to end up looking like that $120 Vader. So let's get to work and let's build this thing. Okay guys, we are about halfway through this Vader build, and so far so good. The directions have been excellent. The only complaint I have right now is the connections on these Technic pieces are really tight. I don't know if that's necessarily a bad thing. We're going to have to determine that at the end of the build. Okay, I'm going to get back to this. Probably going to take me another hour, but I will talk to you in another minute. There he is, guys, buildable Darth Vader. And the first thing that just really jumps out at me is the size of this figure. He is really big. ominous and intimidating. And that's how Darth Vader should be. He stands approximately 11 inches, and for a size comparison, here he is next to a 7-inch C-3PO. He has a swivel joint in his head and ball and joint sockets in his feet, knees, hips, shoulders, elbows, and wrists. So he is extremely posable. The build itself took around 2 hours. The age listed for this build is 9 to 14. And that's probably about right because some of the ball and joint sockets were really tough to snap in, and I had to use a little bit of force to get those to snap into place. So I can see a younger child having issues with that. He is made entirely of plastic, so compared to his size, he is rather light. The arm pieces on the shoulders, I think, are just a little bit thin. For display purposes, he would be fine, but if a kid was playing with him, I think there's a good chance that these could end up snapping. He does feel really solid. If you pull on the connections, they're just not going to pop out. Except for this one right here, this connector on mine is loose. Again, for display purposes, not an issue, but if you're moving him around a lot, that connector on the shoulder could be a problem. It's an easy fix though, because that's not a movable part. You could just drop some glue in there and it would be fine. Same with the armor on the shoulders. With some movement, I can see these things falling off repeatedly, but if you drop some glue in there, they're not going to go anywhere. They'd be fine. The back is a little weird to me because they took the time to put armor on the back of the legs, but then they didn't put anything on his back. I wish they would have done that. I mean, the cape does cover it, but it's, just a little weird they didn't do that. The coloring on all the plastic pieces is spot on, no fading or no discoloration. The black pieces are definitely glossy black. The printing on his belt and chest are really good. There's no chipping or fading there. And the head is a really impressive mold of Vader. The cape is made out of thin felt, but I think it looks good. It looks really good on him. He comes with a red lightsaber that can be held in a 2-hand pose or a 1-hand pose. Now, for some reason, mine also came with a green lightsaber. It's not listed in the contents, so I think it was, mispackaged. In the movies, Darth Vader never wielded a green lightsaber, but he did in the comic books. In issue number 5 of the Darth Vader comic book, the Emperor sent Darth Vader on a mission to go to the Sith Temple and convert a green kyber crystal to red. While trying to convert that crystal, Vader had a vision of himself activating the green lightsaber and killing the Emperor. Pretty cool. I'm just really impressed how this buildable Darth Vader turned out, and to be able to put him in my collection, and especially at that $8 price point. Now, if I was a kid, I would be just crazy happy to get this as a toy to play with. My only dilemma now is what other ones am I going to get now that I've seen how nice these are? If you're interested in purchasing this knockoff buildable Darth Vader for $8 and saving yourself around 100 buckaroos, or any of the other buildable figures, I'm going to post a link in the description where I bought him. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate it. Next time we're going to build that Stormtrooper, so keep an eye out on that video. And until then, I will talk to you later. Have a good one.